Krishna Krishna Hare
Oh, namaste, welcome everyone to Satsang here at Monte Sahaja, and big welcome to you, some new faces, big welcome to you all. No? I feel very upright in this chair today. I'm kind of like it for a moment. Alert. Okay.
Hi, Guruji.
Hello.
I don't really have a question, but it's Wesak today, and the day where they celebrate Buddha's enlightenment and birth and passing. And I know that there's many people around the world celebrating that, and it felt so beautiful to be here with you today on that day, with so many of us gathered with that same calling and urge in our hearts. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to ask for your blessings, and for your protection for my path and this ultimate realization this lifetime.
Very good. Today, huh?
Today.
You say is Buddha's...
I don't know, I think it's actually May the 5th, but they celebrate it today.
It is being celebrated today.
All around the world, yeah. So many beings at the same prayer.
Yeah.
And it's my last day today at Monte Sahaja for now. And I also wanted to ask for your your blessings to come back for a longer period of time, if that is in there.
Let's see. I'm just... Yeah. No, wait, one moment. This is too deep now. Yeah, some small, thinner one. This one will do. Give me this one. Give me this one. This one. This is do. No. This one. Oh, it's very big. Okay. Yes, try. Like this. Yeah, that's good. That's okay. Very good.
Can I come up for a hug?
Okay, come. Okay, thank you. Maybe we make a little bit more room here, so if anyone wants to come, but okay. Good. You've been practicing Buddhist for how long you are?
No, not Buddhist, it's your teachings.
Oh, okay. The same thing. Okay. Very good. And how long have you been here now?
Just 2 weeks after the retreat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Yes.
Hello, Guruji.
Hello.
So it's many weeks that I want to thank you. Today, actually, it's 1 year that I arrived in Portugal, and I was at MSB. And almost 1 year ago, the first time I spoke with you, I asked you if you would hold my hand all the way, and you told me, if you're sincere, of course. And I want to say to the girl before, where is she? She just spoke. You can trust. I don't know if I'm free. I don't care at all. I don't care.
You don't care about that?
I mean, there is the one that before wanted to be free and was really... I cannot find. I really don't know how to say thank you in the real... Because thank you is the only thing I can say. And
it's good.
It's the only, yeah, because
what you said is very important, because you say that the one who was here previously and who was saying, oh, I've got to be free, I've got to find freedom and so on, now you cannot find. Where is it? Where is this person who was asking, I just want to be free? But at the same point, the same time, that phase and that urge was important at that time.
Yes.
And that urge brought you here. And so today you can be saying, yes, the one who was searching, it cannot be found also.
Yeah, and also, I've been here all these months, but you can confirm that we see each other really few times. We don't see so much.
Yeah.
But your protection and your your love and your guidance has been with me always. Of course, yeah, of course. But it's really true. It's really true.
That's good.
There is no need. Well, of course, it's such a joy to see you. You're too beautiful. You're the coolest guy. You're really yes, but it's it's true. but anyway, and this thing that and didn't happen to see you so often has helped me so much.
Yes.
Because I had to search and go inside and more inside and inside, and many times I've cried because I could see the videos. You're always with some beings more often, and many times I've cried for that. I don't have the chance, but actually every time I can see is such a powerful blessing that
Yes.
as to say, the last one, but you're with me. You know, the last one in the outer, but inside you have just guided me. I don't know where. I don't mind, because this discovery it never ends, Guruji. Every time I want to come up, but then more and more discovery and more, and
I am very
this
happy
will never
again.
end. This discovery,
Yes.
because it
Yeah.
will not,
Yeah.
because you are immense.
The discovering can continue somehow, going deeper, becoming more refined,
Yeah.
more mature, you can say, a word like that. At the same time, there is this space which is unchanging. It's a kind of paradox. But within the experience, it feels totally right, you see. And good that you also mentioned that, yes, we don't see each other every day, hello, hi, and have a talk or something. Though I'm here, you are here, we're moving in our natural pace. But the inner connection, that was not broken.
Yes.
And that is a sign also of maturity too. That the vibration of what you have seen, and you see, that continues even as you sleep. Something
It is true,
continues
yes,
to
yes.
mature and become more deep, you see. So I'm happy when I hear this, you see, because it's good that everyone hears that, because sometimes it feels like, oh, I don't see you and I want to see you, and I said, yes, but every day. And you know how funny it is, sometimes we have satsangs and there might be 1,000 people or so many people, and then I may ask for someone, have you seen John? And for some reason she's not in the room, you see. How? Because I'm counting? No, not counting. I'm looking, I have register? No, I don't have register. But a feeling comes and I say, oh, who is this one? It turns out this one is not well or something, they're not there. So something works like that. Some of you know this, you have experience with for your own self. That there is it's like a mystery. It's a knowing, but it's not a studied knowing. It comes with the beingness. The more that you are not depending so much on education and conditioning and identity, but more sinking inwardly into that realm of pure being, these things are manifesting automatically, you see. We don't teach that. It comes, just like wisdom cannot be taught. It just somehow sprouts. Many things come like that.
But you trusted me, because I could feel in my heart since the beginning that you really trusted me, and you did good.
Yes.
And you can keep on trusting me.
Thank you. Very good.
I love you so much, Guruji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. You come.
Can I come close to you, Guruji, please?
Yes.
Is that
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
I don't actually have a question either. But this week here in Sahaja, and I'm going to try not to cry, but everything is shaking at the moment. It's my last day. How can I put this in words? You know, the foundations of the psychological self was completely destroyed. And the whole building is collapsing on itself now. And it's just the most amazing. It's the greatest discovery in the human kingdom, really. All of this came through the listening to the invitation. after the last time we spoke here, and you told me that something was still identified, I went home and I started to question, what is it, and I got myself into real trouble. Because it became very mental and very intellectual, and suddenly I was in that space again, and one of the Sangha team members actually reminded me of what you told me, which was to keep my attention on the isness. Yes. And after that, I just listened to the invitation like 3 times a day, and something really beautiful happened at the Shiva temple. I don't know how to explain it because it actually sounds like I imagined it, and I know I didn't. But there was just this sense of oneness with everything. I could see the infinity of the self, and how form just arises in it and disappears. And I actually put that in the letter that I wrote to you, that even like death of the body, it meant nothing in that vastness, and that's with me, that discovery.
Yes. Yes, because it's not something that you merely, you thought up by yourself. It was revealed in you because of your persistence and your insistence that you had to go through. Instead of go all the way. Mm-hmm. And follow and honor what you see, digest your seeing and honor it, Because the mind will come for anybody who authentically is in a search for what we call freedom. Your mind is going to come, you see. And it will shake your tree to the root. But you've been shown now your true place, your true position, and you see from there that cannot be shaken. You see? The tree of the body can be shaken, the tree of the person can be shaken, but the self, what you are, cannot be shaken, And that's not an idea, that will be your experiential, directly experienced truth, So
there was this sense of it was almost like it zoomed. I don't know, the self. There was this zooming out, and the person and identity and psychological self. All of those things became so insignificant that I was crying and laughing at the same time. Yes, Prem came to rescue me because I was going a bit hysterical. It was so clear, and today, because I know I'm leaving tomorrow, I started to feel like this, and I've been just looking inside, and there's some anxiety about. Well, there's basically a desire to not go,
Yes.
and. But
your seeing will go with you. Your seeing will go with you. What you can confirm in your heart, that will be with you. You see? And it's important that it gets put to the test also. So you're not staying out of fear, that you go and you see. You see? The scenes will keep on changing, but the seer remains unchanging. This must become your proof, not just your belief. It must be your experience, And from what you have been speaking, I feel that I can say these things to you because I see your persistence and your earnestness for finding it. And I know that mind will come, it will throw its best punches, but if you stay in the place that you have discovered, you will prove that it's illusory, that these are just illusions and the real. So that something just becomes everything. It becomes like everything. This was why it was given to you in this kind of vision, that something there's nothing outside of it. You see, that even something took birth in it and was expanding in it. It's as though you are expanding within your own infiniteness. And also, if death happens, it will die in it, but it cannot die. This was the discovery.
It cannot die.
Yeah,
it was amazing. After, and since then I just see divinity everywhere, because it's almost like I'm looking from the inside out rather than from the outside in, and and every word in the invitation, it feels, it's confirmed to me that everything, every word you need to find freedom is in that invitation. If you just follow and trust and listen earnestly, like you say, without letting the mind or giving it to the mind, then it hits you hard.
Very good. It's what is not you hard.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's what is not you hard. Because sometimes mind comes in the form, whichever way, it's the most amazing opportunist. In whichever way it can get its foot through the door, he will do it. And it will come also and tell you you're going crazy and how could you, all these things he will try, no?
I had all these visions that like I was flying home and the plane would crash and all the things were saying that the mind makes up all this crazy. I was sitting by the lake listening to the invitation before going to bed, and I could hear these thoughts like, throw some stones at the frogs, which is something I would never do. Or like...
You see, but these things, it's good that we speak about them, because you will see some of this, there is a force, and it is not a joke also, because it will try and get you to jump in front of a train.
Yeah.
1 minute you seem to be fine and stuff, and you say, why don't you just jump? And something, you can do it if you are very influenceable. You see, especially easily suggestible, you see. Sometimes you see maybe a performer who is like a hypnotist, they go on stage, sometimes they do a stage show. And before their show come, you see, they are already observing maybe the look on CCTV, they're looking at all the people coming in. And they can see from body language, yes, I like to, see where that one is sitting. I'm going to call on that one. Why? Because you're very hypnotizable. You see, this one is a good one. And then, this one, also this one. And take note. So when he's about to do his act also, he may say, yes, I'd like to have some members from the audience, and people put it, how about you, madam? You see, but you're already chosen too. You can help. Sir, yes, please come along and help us, And just relax and so on, just relax, there you go. And you see, it's very easy, Bing, you're a chicken, basically. And for sure, you'll be there. Even though you went out on a date, first date with someone, and you're upstage being a chicken, because something inside is very susceptible to this kind of voice, no? Things are being said to us, and many times we feel it's just innocent, it's just playful, but it's building up a kind of inner noise, because it's not rooted in truth. And so you can't really process it. It goes into this place, building up, becoming very inwardly claustrophobic, with so many ideas, so much noise. So it will, of course, these things come, and that's why you are to overcome them. You don't have to fight them, but you will transcend. You see, you'll transcend their influence or their seeming, intention, it seems to distract your attention away or to bring fear into your mind or suspiciousness and so on, you see. And for a while we believe them that they're on your side. But as you're growing now more back into the truth, you're able to discern that these voices are not true.
I was asking, who is that? Because it's so clearly not coming from the self, and it was really good to help me understand that these voices come in different forms, and sometimes, before I used to believe all of them, and like one of the things I noticed was when I've been observing what's the first thought that comes to mind when I first wake up, and for many years I suffered with depression, and I noticed before even coming to Lisbon that the first thought was always, I don't feel great today, and the person would latch onto that, and that would become my experience. Whereas now I hear it, but I'm like, yeah, whatever, you keep talking, yeah. And I didn't throw stones at the frogs, okay.
Good. It's understandable when they make so much noise in the evening.
I quite like it.
You like it now? Yeah, me too. I like it. Yes.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Okay, you can speak.
I knew it was time to say something because if I'm feeling fear, I knew that's the moment.
Thank you.
So I'm shaking quite a lot right now. After the Zimar retreat, there was something present where I all the things that you've been talking about happened. Let's say maybe not all, but something happened, and it was the observer. It felt like as I was talking, I felt like something was watching. So it was like normally there's an awareness of when I'm moving. So I ask the question, who's walking, who's talking, who's listening, who's observing. But this was a different quality, which was, it was almost like I was not in the body. And it was not like I was looking, it was nothing was looking. It was like there was nobody here. And so I had this, I don't even know if it was an I, it was like the absence of I was having this, I don't know if you can call that an experience, but it was there for quite a while. I was in some restaurant talking with somebody and I was observing this happening. And then the following day it was gone. And so I was like back to myself. And so I thought, where did it go? What happened? Where did it go? Mm-hmm. And so there's been this kind of longing in a way to come back to.
Yeah, that which you are speaking of, which is behind where the seeing was, a deeper seeing was present, no? And you said there was nobody there. Certainly not the person, any sense of like a person, a tangible entity doing something. But nevertheless, there was a deeper seeing. Were you at the place of this seeing also or not? Were you, as sometimes I ask, are you an object in front of the lens of perception, or are you behind the lens of perception, or both? So in your example, you were aware of a sense of an ability to observe things, but you said there was a deeper seeing that was there, in front of which was the perceiving of this, the normal observer.
It was like it was as if I was watching myself watching.
Yes.
So there was a disidentification from the self.
Yes.
That's the only word I can use to describe it. And I would say that's really the first time I've really had that clear seeing.
Yes. It is the most natural, but in a sense, we are growing back into that, getting reaccustomed to that, you see. Because ordinarily, if you say to many people or anybody, who is not familiar with this way of looking and contemplating, it would seem like, no, I wouldn't want that experience. I wouldn't want to be in that place where I am not a tangible entity, you see. But in the direct experience, you see,
you don't want to go back.
You don't want to go back to the sense of personhood, because what? It's not that there's stories to tell about it, but it is so absolutely beyond the field of concepts and of personalities and identities and differences. It's so all-encompassing, that without anyone telling you, that it is boundless, actually. And something just feels totally true. Maybe the part of ourselves, that stage within ourselves, which still functions as a tangible person, maybe something from there, from that place of mind, might feel, wow, I feel some discomfort. But even such a discomfort was also perceived, in the view of that deeper seeing, as just another blip, just a momentary a movement inside the unchanging space. So something is very drawn to that, and it's coming like that because your seeing is becoming more refined. You're able to experience from the place of truth without fear, because the mind seemed to be coming from the place of fear. You see, like you're going to be lost. You're going to be, you won't be able to come back, and all of these things. See? And so we are doing this, listening to the invitation, but not really. Some little fear is holding you from being fully present with it. Sometimes it is like that. But because you've said this now, I know it will show itself again. It hasn't gone anywhere, by the way. It's just other things have come.
So what happens is that is the reason that I'm, let's say the reason, it's the only words that I can use because maybe there's no reason, but is it that I lost contact or connection with that because the identity...
You see, even your words are not true. But because they're familiar, then we say, okay, I say, okay, I understand what you mean by it, but they're not true, that you lost contact with it. The one who you are most familiar with as calling yourself, you see, felt like it had made contact with that. But the sense of contact was perceived in the isness itself. The person did not do anything to make that contact. No. It is here, I was giving an example before, that we look and we see the sun rising in the morning, going up, and setting in the evening, going down. People get up to watch it, and they stay up to watch it go down. But in actual truth, the sun is not really rising up and going down. Relative to the earth, the sun is not moving. But the earth is rotating. And so if you're on this part of the earth, as you're rotating, you see, like that, what it feel like this, that this is going down. And as it's coming around again, it feels like this is coming up or something like that. So it is still, but we are standing here. You don't feel the rotation of the earth. You see, it seems more that we are watching the rotation of the sun. But something is moving away, and that feels like, oh, the sun has gone down, but it's just that the earth has turned away, like turned around. So that's a simple example. But same thing, you have the sense that it is gone. Previously, you may be one of the people who say, but it cannot go anywhere. You may, through your own listening, of your own seeing, you may admit, but it cannot disappear. Did it come? No, it did not come. Can it go? No, it cannot go. Can you come to the edge of it? Is it bound by something? No, it is not bound. But today you're saying, but it seems to have gone. You see?
Well, I mean, that feels like a bit of a mental exercise on one level. You know what I mean? And
no, say.
Well, so when you said, is it here? You just gave the example just now, right? So it's different than what I was seeing, like that, the invitation and so on. It's different from. I mean, I can tune into the space, but it's different than when I had this experience. It was something else. It just felt like the body was a shell.
Yes.
It felt like all the things that you've been saying is there is nobody home, there is nobody there is no self.
There's no private. I mean, it appears as though there is, and when we deeply believe that, to say otherwise would seem ridiculous because we believe in the fact of our identity as a person. When you move beyond that region, that stage, you can look at that stage and you can say, actually that was just what I believed at the time. It was not real. You see, in the same way that the way that you're expressing it, it still comes inside the vastness of the seeing. You see, different people may express it differently, but it is the same thing. If you say it just felt like the body was just a sort of empty shell, I can say, yeah, okay, yes, it's also like that. It can be seen like this. You see, it is just a way that it's being perceived, but that itself is not moving, not changing. It hasn't gone. You see, I can say that right now, you who are speaking, actually, should be reading inside your own consciousness that there's just this voice and this idea of speaking about losing the self, being watched by the self. But in the mind, it feels like, no, I am the one watching. I watched and saw that the self is not here anymore. So that will change. How, I don't want to say, okay, do this and do that. I can also just say,
so is that just a question of identity? Do you think? I mean, is it just what is it that happened that I had that experience? Like, my mind is going, how did that happen? It was just there.
Yes.
It was a very powerful retreat.
Yes.
And so it was just there.
We can say different things. I can say that grace revealed that to you, so that you know now. You don't have to be wondering whether this exists or not. But then now perhaps a more ordinary state comes back, and now something maybe feel more driven, more deeper urge to not waste time with certain things, because you have to get back home, because you have seen for your own self now. It can be like this also. And just gradually being in this energy field of satsang, something is marinating and moving more deeper and losing those aspects which are in a way crowding the seeing or something. And by itself things becoming more and more clear. Because it's not always that through study we grasp this thing. Sometimes also just out of love and a deep gratitude for that seeing or something, that you come into a kind of synchronicity, a field of harmony, and you just come to know, but you don't know how you know. You see? Sometimes when we have used the mind, then we feel proud, like I discovered, I know. Sometimes you just grow into knowing. And that is even more powerful sometimes, more safe. Because no arrogance will come. Arrogance is one of the most slippery phenomenon that will happen as one is awakening to the self, you see. Sometimes arrogance will just come, like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I don't need anything anymore. I don't need this. Some arrogance will come. Watch out for this one. You see? Many people came to pretty much a genuine place of recognition, and I say, you feel you're sitting on the mountaintop of your own being now. You see, but you're sitting on a seat made out of banana skins, because if you are ever thinking that you did something, somehow you become the one who attained it. It's subtle things, subtle. So this is why I said, avoid making premature conclusions about anything. Just stay formless. Because mind wants to pull you into shape. And the first shape you're going to is person. And the minute you come into person, you're in, some dichotomy has happened, some separation has happened, and you have the sense that you've lost it. It's just a sense. It's just a seeming. But the whole of life is a great seeming. Because as you go more deeply, you'll see that it only appeared to be so. It is not actually like this. The only thing that remains constant is a thing which is not a container. It's not holding on to beliefs or, projections or so. It's so empty of that. But it's not empty in the way that the mind understands empty. You could equally say it's full. And you could equally say it's beyond empty or full, or beyond the concepts of empty or full. It's indescribable, indefinable. You see. That's why it says it's so rare, although everyone is it, yet so few discover it as it really is. Because something sometimes is we are a bit afraid to somehow transcend or go beyond the sense of person, because we still have so much meaning, so much value there. You see. So it's like you're walking along the beach, one foot is in the water, one is on the sand, so you're not neither swimming nor fully walking in this kind of dual state. And yet, you lose nothing of value. You see. It can feel like a risk to allow this deep immersion to happen. But when you do, when you come home to the seeing fully, you see, then it's this idea that you're living life in a much higher level, even this goes. You are not living anything, you are life itself. And also, the witnessing of life is occurring to you at the same time. How to put these things in some way that we can grasp until you have had the experience of it. And yet, at the same time, each one is growing in some way, becoming more subtle. Some people, when they first came here, they were full of all kinds of things. But gradually, a lot of those ways softened. They became much more open, more kind, more loving, less afraid, less superstitious. Just a clear space of consciousness. Is their climate, their inner climate, their environment is something very, very, ungraspable to the mind. And yet, if you ask them how, they may say, it's just like this. following the invitation or pursuing your inquiry or whatever practice you do, we here try and put it in the most simple way, because if it becomes complex, it becomes food for the mind. When it is easy and graspable, you can follow it straight away. And one thing that happened for many people is that they start to experience like some intense, that they're on fire. Something is burning, And I say, don't let the mind interpret that as something negative. It may feel uncomfortable at times, like some strong detoxing is happening, and kind of that could be happening also. But it's not burning what you are, it's just burning what is not true, what you are not. And it is more fruitful, more powerful than some actual sadhanas also, that where you are doing particular exercises, sometimes just to be on fire. That comes to its own time when it cools off and everything is, somehow the mind is functioning in a pure way, in a natural mind, you may say. Because even the place that you say, now the one who apparently is saying, yeah, but it's gone, whereas I can see that, but it cannot go. The very idea that you are here claiming that it is gone is itself an image appearing in it, in the very awareness that you are. But it is such an accustomed position that, like a reflex, you find yourself in this position again, you see? But nothing has changed from the isness. It is there. And you will soon see, how can that which alone is here be the thing that seems to be so elusive, it comes and goes? Just to the mind. But that is being corrected somehow. You will soon see that it's not like that. Just the mind comes up, and when it comes up, the whole habits and patterns are playing out, and you feel that you're not the one witnessing it, or something that sometimes we feel so that there's not enough space to perceive that you're watching that. But we feel like we're actually in the box itself. But the self is never caught up in the box of any scenario. You're always just witnessing these things playing. Thank you for now. Thank you. For some people, maybe what I'm saying, maybe it feels very difficult to catch with their mind. That's okay. There are other things happening here beyond verbal exchange of thoughts. You see, if you're open, if inside your heart is an urge to go more deeply into the truth of yourself, to discover more fully who you are, and to be that life, and then somehow you're drinking in somehow. It's not just at the level of words. Words, concepts we use because it is our most familiar tool that we feel. That's how we converse, is through words and ideas. But that's only a small part of how we relate, actually. And this is why I point out that if you are in the heart open to, if you are called here by some inexplicable voice or feeling to be here, trust that. That is also, it's like some kind of invisible osmosis. Something is just absorbing. Some movement is happening there too. So don't just trust your mind or think, oh, I didn't get that, it is pointless to be here. No, only if you are somehow holding on to fear and it's blocking something, then you may feel that nothing really good is happening. But even that is not enough against truth. you can also experience a mind bypass, you know. So it's not just have to go into the mind and no, it's just flowing in. So, okay. I'm sometimes a little bit reluctant. All the people putting up hands, are you familiar with my pointings and with the invitation, or are you brand new to it? Okay, you come, I see.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Mooji. I had to come because I feel that there's a little bit of hiding going on, and I know it's not real. I can see it. So I feel like I wanted to put that out there and not
Well, quickly
not
I
give
can
in to
put like
that.
this. Some things are easy, you know? Like if you say that, you know, I sense that there's something hiding in here, but I know it's not real. Then act on that. You know it's not real, meaning you're not giving any too much attention to that. You know? You know it's not the truth. Because the more attention you give, the more it seems to grow like it's something that really needs to be looked at. These things work like that, you see? And it's not that as something comes, you must be hiding. No, not hiding, but discerning, and your discerning powers will be increasing very powerfully. But don't indulge the mind and thoughts about your person, you know? We give too much time, too much importance to them, and so you end up just, you know, just fiddling around, you see, in this kind of personhood state, you see. You have to, by nature, that somehow being in a place like this, you're evolving, elevating, rising to higher and higher levels of consciousness. And so to that extent, you're less caught by personhood, thoughts about your person and so on. At a certain point, they will feel really, and you will not find people so much to talk to, I hope. You see? Because also sometimes one of our members went away, one of the Sangha went away, and we visit the family, and then came back and speaking, oh, you know, I don't know, I feel like this, and my family like this, and I thought, what? I said, okay. You know, you should know better than that, come on, you know, and then they go to somebody else, and then, and they say, what? What is that you speak? You see, why? Because they know you're higher than this. Why are you speaking like that? Why are you playing this game? Oh, you know, I feel so, I can't do it. So you're not going to find, you know, very loving ears for that type of thing, because people have moved on from being in that kind of state, always complaining about something, and something is making me feel low again, something. And this is your mind.
Well,
this is the mind, you see. So if you can discard or leave it aside, the sooner the better, you know.
I wanted to say that when I was in Zimar, I've been feeling tremendous resistance more than at any other time.
Mm-hmm.
And something happened where I was able to recognize where I was seeing from, rather than, you
What
know,
you're seeing.
feeling so, yes, pulled by what was coming. And it was from just saying thank you to these things that were arising, and I realized that every thought was pointing me back to the isness, rather than going with all of these things that were popping up, because there was a lot and it felt strong. I kept saying thank you, and it kept pointing me right back to my true place. And since then, it's been quite different, where the isness is, I'm able to see more clearly from that place on a regular basis. It's not something that I have to say, oh, wait a minute, let me remember. It's more of it's as if that place has become more solid than it was before.
Yes.
So that I wanted to share that, because it just happened by itself. I didn't do it.
Very good. Very good. Even sometimes we feel, you come to a place of clarity. You may have heard this term. You're coming into increasing clarity within your being. And, it can be seen that, things are becoming more clear. You're seeing life more clearly for what it is. That's one stage. But beyond this also, it's not seeing things at all. It is... Can I speak about it like this with you? Yeah. So it's not just that we're seeing things, we're understanding things. Oh yes, no. It's not a busyness or a business. You are sitting in the heart of your own being. And whatever comes, you see, something either addresses it appropriately, to the needs of that moment, or it's becoming increasingly spontaneous and intuitive, the way you interact with life. It's not that you have saved up techniques of how to be, if this happens then I will do this. You don't need this at all. You know what a huge relief this is? You see? Because many people, we are always building up some strategies. If this happens then I'll do this and so on. It eats up so much of your life. As trust in the being, be the being, you see. Because the voice will come from the mind to make you doubt. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. You're making a mistake. And if you are susceptible to that voice, you see, what will make you susceptible to this voice? Because you've listened and applied its assessments, and see that it just go nowhere at all. So your powers of discernment is becoming more and more powerful, more acute, more accurate, and less thinking. But it's like when these things come, you don't have to become connected with anything. You're already here. And you meet them in the moment. Everything that is, there's no fear about it. You see, it's not that you have to go and learn some techniques. In your natural state, you don't need any technique at all. You see, that's what it means to be clear. It's not like you have some clear concepts about life. No, you are life. And these things that come from what we call the personhood thoughts, they will come from time to time, and we are so quick to engage with them because it's old habit. But as now you are refamiliarizing yourself with your natural state, getting accustomed to it just gets easier and easier. The self, the natural state, cannot even be described as easy. Easy is already too much effort. It is not easy, it just is. Maybe it's easy. But it's not that it is easy and you have to. No, it is natural. Natural, you see. But the person is not natural. It is also shaped by consciousness, but it's so restricted, so limited. And we are growing out of it. As you're growing out of it, you can see, whoa, I was living in such a narrow space. You see? But from the place of presence, your environment becomes more open and panoramic. You see, it's not squeezed into something. So it is as though life slows down. Your seeing is not hurried. It's everything is captured in your seeing. When I say everything, I don't mean you're busy about it. You know, you're not even a secretary to your own seeing. It's just something looks, and as you meet with life, whatever is needed, somehow it comes intuitively, you know. And if nothing comes, then keep quiet. It's okay. You learn to read the language of the vital force. Life is always sending us, giving us some clues. And if you become sensitive to them, if you notice them, make use of them, again, you see that something is elevating you, rising to higher levels of consciousness. It's all the time for everyone. The clues come, and if you have no sense of them, it's not good.
And the other thing that happened just the other day was that these habitual thoughts, very, very old, nothing, would come, and then seeing from the isness, it immediately killed the thought, and then there was so much joy right there that just arose on its own, and it felt so light, and it was just automatic. It was right there.
Yes.
And it was just a beautiful...
All your life is going to stop being a was and just be an is. You see, all your life, consciousness is more is than was. Because what is and was is happening in the realm of the body-mind. A continuous stream of changefulness. We put so much energy to try and stabilize what is by nature changeful, you see. But once you've found the thing which is unchanging, then you're very comfortable in the realm of the changeful. Because you can let it just dance. You're not trying to capture something which is by nature changeful and try to make it stay because you like it. You can let everything flow. Because the beauty of your life is not in the things you see, but it is in who you are who is seeing. You see, that is the significant shift. We are looking for life to change outside to suit you. But the experience of life happens inside here, not outside. You see, this is why I say that there isn't one object in existence that has a fixed meaning. The meaning in something, you see, is in the mind of the perceiver. So one person may look at something like this and, oh my God, I don't like this big fat yellow flower. So it's easy, you know. Another one is like, whoa, you know, I want to put this flower on the pillow of my newborn baby. The flower is innocent. But the dirt or the beauty is in the mind of the perceiver, you see. And everything is like that. Even some things we felt at one time were ugly, you may become later, you see it's beautiful. And that's the nature of the mind. It's just playing like this. The best way to be in the midst of all of this flowing river is to be in the place of your true self. You see, then you can watch all the clouds passing, it's okay. Some of them you will engage with them because something gives the energy and the power to look at something more deeply. Another one that others may say, oh, you need to put attention to this. You may see that to be nothing for you. You see?
And the invitation has, at first, I didn't like it. I mean, but you said listen, so I did, and something automatic happened from just doing that and continuing it, and it just, again, I didn't have to do anything, just...
You're right. You are very right. What is so beautiful about the invitation is that before you even get a chance to think you're doing something, you find yourself in the heart of yourself.
Your being.
Yes.
Right, automatically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, let's start at the end. So that, because normally, if at the end, then you get a good result, you say, yes, all that practice paid off. But I didn't give you time to practice.
Right, right.
You see?
Yes.
So in that, just listen, oh, it's like this, you see? And I say, all needs to happen now is just marinate in that seeing. Not think. Just be with it. Just be with it, you see? Yeah. And be very open to it. Be very grateful for that. And mysteriously, you find that a lot of the weight, the heaviness in your life begins to just fall away. Just fall away. Because you're home. You see? But mine has one more ace up its sleeve. And that is that if you have the feeling that, yes, I got it, then in that instant you divide yourself in order to have the label of someone who got it. One who get it is not it. Only it is it, not the one who get it. It's like a paradox, isn't it? We say the one who begins the invitation or the inquiry will not complete or finish the inquiry. They will be finished by the inquiry. They'll be finished by the end of the invitation. They are absorbed into their totality. The mind is expecting a bit of a technique to come, and before it knows it, you're already here, like that.
Yes.
It's not a trick either, but yeah.
It keeps sort of trying to effort in some way, and it.
As long as there is still a room in you to doubt yourself, as long as there is still the loyalty to identity, mind will be kept virile. It will still be coming because it knows somehow you're not convinced yet. You're still open for business. So he's going to come a little bit, what about this thing? And say, yeah, what about it? You're still having your own little relationship going on there a little bit. So that is like the way that it buys time somehow, you see? And it's not enough to say, okay, as from now I'm never going to. That's also mind also.
Right. But even the most subtle effort is immediately seen.
But effort is needed too. You see, this is the thing. You
yeah.
see, there's a time for effort. There's a place for effort. You see?
Yes.
And there's a time when effort begins to fall away by itself. But don't let your mind say, okay, now I've stopped efforting. You see, you must know the difference between yourself and your mind. You see? That when mind is coming up with something, you know that this is just something from the past. It's something from my person. It is not coming from the heart. The heart doesn't have many things to say. The mind has a lot of things to say and a lot of things to think. What does perfection has to say? I'm perfect. No, it doesn't. Somehow. Is it useful that we speak like this? It's good?
Yes. It is very useful. Thank you so much, Mooji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Sri Mooji, I wanted to express my gratitude to be here in Monte Sahaja. And it's been 3 years that I haven't been here.
Yes, I remember you.
Yes. And 3 years ago, I had you helped me for the awakening.
Yeah.
And then I stayed in my sleeping bag for 3 years in Paris, working. And and everything is very stable, yes, and I feel myself as out of time and space all the time, so I can see, I can watch, and
But tell them, you are still able to function in the world or not?
yes. Yes, I work a lot and maybe too much too.
Because sometimes the people, they feel, not for everyone, because we're very unique, we don't have to all be like this. Some beings are, somehow feeling that they've just hopped off the turning world for a bit, and they're just somehow floating in some space. But naturally, if you are a family person or whatever, you have a business and things, you may find that it even may work better because the life is not so consequential for you, it's not so important.
Yes, we don't think that it's so important.
Yes. And that's a good thing. Sometimes we're thinking something's too important. We give too many meanings in our life, you see. And we think, that's true, we should have a lot of meanings. Well, actually, we create a lot of clutter. You don't need to be carrying, basket head. They call it basket head, meaning that you have too many things in your basket, too many things, and you're walking basket head, you see. And the natural state, the people cannot understand that you can be so empty, you see. Because empty from the mind equals stupid, you see. And so you're empty, look at him, and stupid, The world is a very false place, the world of thought and how people perceive things. And we are so diverse, and we each think that we are holding on to a fact, If it's a fact, it's only a fact of perception. Doesn't mean the perception is really a fact. It's like that. But the things you have to do in your life, you'll probably find that you do them better. They are unfolding in a much more freer way. Your insights, you're not in a hurry, you're not in a haste. So things are showing themselves more in a true light, because we are often living in too much haste. And this is why the people, they don't trust the life, because they don't give the right time for things to mature to the time when they are at their best. We move too quickly, and then we're eating always, green bananas. Thinking that is, people here are actually eating green bananas. Perhaps, yeah. I tell them, listen, it's not ready, okay? So in a way, we are living green banana life. Because too much impatience and moving, because there's an idea in the mind, if you don't move quick on this, you're going to miss out. And it's a widely spread delusion. No? So we don't this sense, time is money. And so everybody, we're eating lunch, standing up, it's like time is money. And that gentleness, which should be part of our life, that peacefulness, we don't give it enough space to really enjoy your existence. We always feel driven by something. And there are some people, they have no real responsibility. They don't have a job, they don't have a girlfriend or nothing like that. They don't even have a goldfish to look after, nothing at all. And they don't have time. They don't have time. For what we're running so much? Can't stop it. But as you're discovering more your natural state, you're finding, you feel, mind will tell you don't have time. You want to sit in meditation for 5 minutes, the mind says, 30 seconds you have. Thank you, mind, thank you. That's 15 now. Like this. But if you sit for 5 minutes, it is as though it gives you back 5 hours. Because your mind's running around, you're thinking, no, I need more speed, more coffee, I need more coffee. And achieving very little, because your life is not in its natural rhythm, it's being forced. Yeah.
But the place where we are, nothing happens there.
In the place where you are, nothing happens. One of my master's book, Papaji's book, nothing ever happened. You see, not everybody can hear this. They say, what kind of person is he? What is he doing? You see? Also, Sri Ramana Maharshi, many times people would go to see him, and he's only wearing like a diaper or something, or some little thing. They call it kumina, no? Just a little cloth tied here, lying on the couch. People think, what a lazy man. How can he help the world? He's just lying about on this sofa like Venus. But they don't know the power that is inside. That in that silence, in that stillness, you see, sometimes people don't even ask questions, and their minds are being cleared. They were experiencing deep peace and tranquility and love and finding their life again, the real pulse of their existence. Just like this. We must not lose the value for what is real and true in ourselves. Put so much importance on external things which are perishable, momentary, and not valuing the life that you are.
And the mind is just a tool there.
Yeah. Yes. So mind is also wonderful. It does wonderful things also. But when it comes to identity, it's no good. It's wonderful, create wonderful things. But if you try to look in the realm of the mind for who you are, it will mess you up. Isn't it? You just have all kind of ideas about yourself. It's not true.
It's not made for that.
Huh?
It's not made for that.
Not made for that. What is not made for that?
The mind.
The mind. No, he's doing a job. He's meant to trick you as well if you go there. Because you have to exercise your discernment, to develop spiritual muscles. You have to be. We need some trouble also. We all need a bit of trouble so that you can learn to use your discernment and to choose and make higher choices. Because everything is too nice. We go to sleep. One doctor came here, something was already burning. Came here from the first day, burning up. He's burning up inside, lots of stuff. And then he came and he says, Mooji, please, can I ask something from you? I said, yes, what is it? He said, I'm burning. Please, don't let this fire go out. It's not comfortable fire for the mind. But he knew that I need this. He said, I need this. It's like my world is falling apart. You see? But I said, are you falling apart? He said, no, I'm not falling apart. The world I have inside me of who I am is falling apart. Who is going to take that risk? You see? Something intuitively know that the way that we are perceiving, sometimes it's got beautiful ways, but also have some pollution is there. And your awakening is also washing the noise of the unreal out, so that you see from pure place. Mm-hmm.
Guruji, can I share the story of how it happened? Because it's a beautiful story. So I was in Monte Sahaja, sleeping during the night, the evening, and I wanted to go to the toilet, but it was like that. To go to the toilet, but it was very cold in Monte Sahaja during the night. And then I said, no, I don't go, I don't want to go, it's too cold, blah, blah. And then someone did it like this on my arm, so I opened the eyes because I was between sleep and wake up, and it was your face. So you never sleep. And while I was wondering if I would go for a pee or not, you were telling me, what is this I am? So, oh no, it's time for the test now, and I want to go to the toilet. It's not possible. And then I answered, and answered that, well, it's nothing, in fact. It's nothing. It's nothing. Wow, it's nothing. And I was so full of joy. It's nothing. I went out of the bed to go to the toilet. It was not cold anymore. Everything was marvelous, wonderful. And I went back to bed. And 2 hours after, again, your face, just your face. What is this I am? Again. Nothing. So this is more clear for me, that it was nothing. And then you asked me, so what is this I? And I said, this I, yes, it's nothing also. It's nothing. It's nothing, yes, it's nothing. And you asked me then, who is talking now? And so I heard a voice of a very old man saying, there can't be two there. And I answered, you. And then everything finished.
Yes.
I wanted to tell you this story.
It is good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can't say more than thank you. How can I say express more than thank you? I would like to say more than thank you, but
It's okay. I got it.
how can I say more than thank you?
It is good like that.
And I have something, a personal message for you. As Monte Sahaja, it was hard to have the invitation to come. And it was hard to spend, I had spent my request, and after they didn't send me the answer so quick. So I decided to stay around and to go to Gangamira. And I spent marvelous days with Gangamira at the beach, and so she says hello to you, and she asked me to, and also Mukti, and she asked me to ask you when is it that she will come to have lunch this year?
To do what?
To have lunch this year.
Okay. We will. Okay, good. I will fix something.
I will tell her.
Okay.
Can I come to you?
Yeah.
Thank you, dear master. Thank you. Thank you.
I cannot say nothing more than thanks. I don't do nothing for this. I don't do nothing for this. You did it all.
Yes. It's good. You say, I've not done anything for this. Because sometimes when we feel we've done something, we feel, we'll take credit for something. But the thing comes by grace also. And because a space is in you to receive that grace. So of course it feels like, but I have not done anything at all. Everything is done by God's grace. You see. So we don't boast. Because if we boast, then some arrogance comes like that. It's very, very... And it is taking care of you also, taking care of your life. It's taking care of your family also. In ways that your old person cannot do it.
It's like when Jesus says, seek the kingdom of God and all is done.
Yes. You say, seek first the kingdom of God and all things will come to you. It doesn't mean seek the kingdom of God so all things will come to you. Isn't it? Because before that, what had happened was that he was speaking to some people, and he said, "Don't worry about what you eat and what you'll wear and where you'll go. Don't worry about these things." That message is still very alive now also. Don't worry about these things, you see. Because God knows you need them. So don't worry about it. He said, consider the flowers in the field, Even many of them, nobody plant them. And when they flower, not even King Solomon, in all of his kingly glory and splendor, was dressed as beautiful as a single flower. Which is only here for a few days and it's gone. Or he said, like even the birds that you see, they don't have life insurance. You see? They don't save things for next season. And still, the same Supreme Power takes care of them. How much more would it take care of you, you see? He said, you who have so little faith. And so, he said, don't worry about what you will wear, what you have to do, who you have to meet, what will you have to say to them. No. He says, first you prioritize, seek first the kingdom of God. Where is this kingdom? Inside you. When you find this, everything will come. Everything will come. And who has discovered this to be true? Have you not discovered it to be true? Yeah, that is you, something, it's just, everything is becoming more beautiful. How do we measure the success of life? By things or by the quality of your heart? If you're a happy, peaceful person, kind, considerate, compassionate, patient, wise, rather than, you have so many things. So the one who loves God or seeks the truth is discovering more about yourself. This one is This one is, a billionaire in the spirit. Maybe outwardly they have not so much, maybe like that. Doesn't matter whether they have or not. But inside you're rich. And you say, in a very humble way, I did nothing for this. But you had to be open. Your heart had to be open. Your mind had to be open, you see. Otherwise you could not receive. So beautiful, We should not be proud. Grateful, thankful, yes, this is beautiful, because such qualities, they keep us from trouble, from mischief, from arrogance, you see. When arrogance is not there, everything becomes beautiful. You're discovering how great your life is. You're not here as some accident. You're not here like that. And no one has to apologize for their existence. Then you'll know life to be great. But that which is in you is greater still.
Also, these clothes are new from yesterday free market. All is your miracle. Being here at your home, your presence. And
we like the free market. We have a free market. We have for free market. Most beings here, we live in very simple things. Some in tents, some in little huts and tuts. Tut is smaller than a hut, no? And then tent is smaller than tut. Then after that, maybe you sleep in a tree or something. But free market means then with so many things are there. People I say, "Wow, my gosh, they have so many things they want to get rid of," and you can come and just take, So I was observing all these things where they have so many dark glasses and so many. Okay, better stop. I don't know. But
I write you some simple words.
Yeah, okay,
And
that's good. Oh, yeah.
Can I give it to you?
Yes. Okay. Did you pick that from my garden or something? So, beloved Father, the embodiment of grace, that is love, that is truth, that is you, the mirror of God. You witness at rest the movement of the world and pervade with divine love the entire universe. You remain untouchable, absorbed in your grace. Your magnificence is divine nectar. I am, always will be your child. I don't do nothing for this. You've done it all. In your truth, I am forever free, eternal bliss. By your grace, separation is absorbed. You are who I am. Yes. We venerate you, O Lord of the universe. We venerate you, Lord of the universe. Your child's return to you by the grace of your formless form, Moojibaba, our Satguru, the sole principle. In you all is offered, only you remain. Love, awareness, an eternal pulsation that emerges from this flower that nobody can ever find. You offer your supreme invisible flower, your perfume, bring me home. Reborn as unborn awareness in you, you are the Christ living in my heart, the immortal one. This kingdom is yours. This body is yours. Please remain here as eternal rest. O Master, forever at your feet. While this body is warm, let it be a house for your love and grace. In you, my source, I am nothing. Rest in movement. No words for this infinite gratitude. Immense joy in your lap forever. Let there be only you. Thank you for your flock, the Sangha, the expression of your exalted love. Timeless love, Agustin. Who writes things like that? Hmm? You are becoming aware more and more of the self that you are. As I said before, you are the seeds of awakening in a sleeping world. Don't go back to sleep. Stay awake. So, whatever you're really discovering, you're discovering inside your own heart. Just let no pride be there. Let no arrogance be there. Make no claim. Stay as the self. For many, if not most, if not all, you have become, through this seeming journey of awakening, to recognize that within you which is unmoving. Yeah. The world has not recognized it. It hasn't valued it. And yet it alone is eternal existence. How strange. And yet I don't blame, because I too was asleep. That we don't give value to that which is eternal in ourselves, that which is unchanging. And through satsang, you must become the proof of this, not only the belief. What you believe must become your experience, and not an experience that blows about by the wind. The wind cannot blow it about. And this is what happens in Monte Sahaja. For this reason, we come together to keep looking into this. While we're in the world, we are always looking at the world and telling the story of the world and how it affects us or affects the idea we have of who we are. You see? But gradually something's opening aside, and you become aware of a silence in you, a stillness, a joy, which I call the perfume of the self. And as you keep on just following that fragrance, enjoying it, it takes you home. Where is home? How far from you is this home? Actually, no distance is involved. Only the distance of a thought. And by paying attention, gradually the sense of separation is diminishing by itself. You're not looking at the self. You find yourself looking from the self, as the self. You have the temperament and heart of a lover of God, you see. And because of that, swiftly, He doesn't have to take you through the forest of learning. You see, God has kissed you from inside. And now you're spending your existence living on the lap of God. How fortunate. If you have mind, you'll be... And you may have to take a while to discern which is His voice, which is my voice. Because the mind and the person share the same DNA. But the true self has no DNA. Very good. We cannot live all our life as a caterpillar. You have to burst into a butterfly, no? Can you imagine for years and years just crawling around? Something has to burst, no? Open. This flowering, this is a beautiful visual metaphor for the self, actually. So that some of these things you can look back and say, yeah, they're past now. There was one thing I remember that told about this butterfly, had to travel abroad. Yeah, so he had to go through customs. So they said, "Where's your passport?" So he says, passport. So the immigration officer looked on it and saw this different face. He said, "But this is not you." He says, "No, it's an old photo." Meaning, that's when I was caterpillar now. It's same me, okay, but not me. Now I'm butterfly, see? You get it? Okay. Yeah, the old photo. Thank you.
In some days, this passport expires in Europe.
Oh, in 10 days?
Yes.
In some days.
Some days. Like
Yeah,
this.
the passport.
So.
In some days, all our passports are going to expire. Some days, the visa for this body is going to expire. Quick. Get your international freedom before. Get the universal visa now.
So I put whatever happens with this body, it will fit forever.
Yes. Things like this happen, no? And they have to come. We often experience, oh no, everything was fine, but this part now, there's a countdown to something that feels like it's a bit unpleasant, something like that. What to do? I say, keep quiet. Keep quiet, but don't be waiting. Don't lose this beautiful opportunity just waiting. No, just keep quiet and move with grace and with gratitude. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Count down. 5, 4, 3. But you are just here, you know. Then when the time comes, you say, okay, you know, they says, oh, Agustin, what time is your taxi coming, you know? I said, I don't know. Oh, okay, well, we arrange, okay. You know. Then, whatever, we see. So don't miss it, don't miss it. Pay attention to every moment. But without excitement, just be there. One moment, just move in that. See what happened. Really see what happened. Don't put it off. No, I don't want to. No, just see what happened. Move in that grace. And see if grace ever leaves you. Watch and see the moment when grace leaves you. Yeah, so good, so good. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Thank you. So we're coming to an end of this part of Satsang. And normally, usually, not always, but a week after coming to this part, to close Satsang for now, and everyone is invited to take some chai if you want to know. Then I come back in about half an hour after we leave this place, and I have a chance to read some of the letters that come in. Some letters come, and this is the time that I used to read them. So you're very welcome to come and sit. Sometimes we have fun, sometimes it's not so much fun. And so if you have to go, then of course, you know, then go well and safely and enjoy your time home. If anything resonates with you, don't give it to your mind. Just let it be there. And if you can or feel, you know, that you just open to life, to existence, to say, if this is genuinely good for who I am and for what is good in my life, then I open to that. I open to this path more completely or something. And then that is it. If you don't feel for this, that's also fine. See, like this. But I cannot tell anybody that your main purpose of being in this existence is just to have a nice car and a nice house and so on. These things are fine. But to awaken to the timeless and the imperishable spirit that you really are, this is the real opportunity I feel in life. Because we can conceive of so many things that we can do, of course. But if you're called in this life to give a bit of attention, more attention to this part, then take everything you can. Because it will not be wasted. You see? It doesn't matter if your mind is in a storm at the moment. Even that is good, you know. If the mind is in a storm, it's like, wow, I want to get out of here, oh, whatever. Leave him, don't fight him. You stay put in this place that you cannot describe. It is not the mind. For a long time we are living not being clear about whose voice is this that speaks inside your being. You see? Only as you're becoming more deeply clear, you start to recognize that some ideas we have is not in service to your truth, to your freedom. And they will just start to dissipate naturally. You don't have to go out sort of hunting them down. They will show themselves. It need not be some strenuous struggle, Sometimes it needs to be. Sometimes, in some cases, there are some things to really burp out, to maybe vomit out even. And in other cases, it's a more gentle ride. For whatever reason, it come like that. But whatever it is, don't bend your knees to the psychological mind. And all this will pass. All this will pass. Every day, yesterday is gone. The mind really tries to hold on to all the experiences and the memories of them because it needs it to sustain the identity of a personal self. But the pure consciousness, being eternal, does not have to do this. It is always fresh, always pure. It's not keeping any track record. And because of this, even things that are painful, you cannot retain them. And that's a good thing. When you cannot remember wrongs, when you cannot hold judgments against other beings or speak against their spirit, that you don't criticize the different ways of seeking God. You bless everybody. You don't need to have an enemy. If there is an enemy for the time being, it's your mind until you wake up. But even this thing you will use, even if it creates distortions, you will have to go deeper to find, as you go deeper, you find greater strength in yourself to overcome the surface weaknesses. There you go. It's good like this? We're good? Thank you. We will have some music.
Countless lives have passed by, searching for what is and ever has been. This body is passing, this life is a dream, and the light which remains is the timeless being. All that remains is the timeless being. Deep, deeper I'm falling, falling out of my life. Clear, clearer the calling into my own light. All that remains is the timeless being. Now that we have found the light which remains is the timeless being. Now that we have found. All that remains is the timeless being. Now that we have found the light which remains is the timeless being. Now that we have found. Countless lives have passed by, searching for what is and never has been. This body is passing, this life is a dream, and the light which remains is a timeless being. And all that remains is the timeless being.
Could I read a few verses from the Ashtavakra Gita? Just a few. Here the sage is responding to a disciple who comes and says, "Oh Master, tell me how to find detachment, wisdom, and freedom." Child, if you wish to be free, shun the poison of the senses. Seek the nectar of truth, of love and forgiveness, simplicity and happiness. Earth, fire and water, the wind and the sky. You are none of these. If you wish to be free, know you are the self, the witness of all these, the very heart of awareness. Set your body aside. Sit inside your own awareness. You will at once be happy, forever still, forever free. You have no caste, no duties bind you. Formless and free, beyond the reach of the senses, the weakness of all things. So be happy. Right or wrong, joy and sorrow, these are of the mind only. They're not yours, not you. It is not really you who acts or enjoys. You are everywhere, forever free. Forever and truly free, the single witness of all things. But if you see yourself as separate, then you become bound. I do this, I do that. The big black snake of selfishness has bitten you. I do nothing. This is the nectar of faith. So drink and be happy. Know you are one, pure awareness. With the fire of this conviction, burn down the forest of ignorance. Free yourself from sorrow and be happy. Be happy, for you are joy, unbound joy. You are awareness itself. Just as a coil of rope is mistaken for a snake, so you are mistaken for the world. If you think you are free, you are free. If you think that you are bound, you are bound. For the saying is true. You are what you think. The self looks like the world, but this is just an illusion. The self is everywhere. One, still, free, perfect. The witness of all things. Awareness, without action, clinging, or desire. More? Meditate on the self, one without two, exalted awareness. Give up the illusion of the separate self. Give up the feeling, within or without, that you are this or that. My child, because you think you are the body, for a long time you have felt bound. Know you are pure awareness. With this knowledge as your sword, cut through your chains and be happy. For you are already free, without action or flaw, luminous and bright. You are bound only by the habit of meditation. Your nature is pure awareness. You are flowing in all things, and all things are flowing in you. But beware, the narrowness of the mind. You are always the same, unfathomable awareness, limitless and free, serene and unperturbed. Desire only for your own awareness. Whatever takes form is false. Only the formless endures. When you understand the truth of this teaching, you will not be born again. For God is infinite, within the body and without, like a mirror and the image in a mirror. As the air is everywhere, flowing around the pot and filling it, so God is everywhere, filling all things and flowing through them forever. Amen. Thank you. Shoes.
I'm very proud of this new. I want to meet you. I can to feel them. We'll be in touch with you.
Love you.
Thank you, Jack.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you.